Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. This morning we are going to start up on our feet for a little bit, warm up a little bit on our feet. Then we'll come down to the floor. We'll do a big chunk on the floor. Then we are coming back up to your feet, and then we'll be coming back down to the floor. So up and down, up and down. So if you need anything next to you to help you get up, please plan accordingly. The only equipment that we will need today is a chair or a bench or something for our sit to stands on. If you do not have a chair or bench, you can do it without. That is fine. So let me turn the music on. We will start standing. All right. We're going to start off with those shoulder rolls, big circles, wake up the body. Try to focus on as much range of motion as possible. Let's do one more each side. And then take those big circles in the opposite direction. So take the arms forward. We can get a little movement in the body. Feel the rotation, let your body move. One more each side. Then bring your arms out at shoulder height and small circles in one direction. And the opposite direction. And release. Bring those arms long by your side, and then bring the shoulders forward, up, around, and down. Big circles. As much range of motion that you can. Take your time. Exaggerate it. Let's do one more. And alternate arms over your head. Reach left and then reach right. Up on that toe. We want to feel the stretch all the way down the side of the body. Shift your weight from one foot to the other. One more each side. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Stop your arms at shoulder height. Again, turn your hands so the palms are facing forward. From here, we are going to bring the hands back. Make sure the shoulders are down. Then give yourself a hug. One arm comes on top. And then open. And the opposite arm comes on top. Alternate between the two. Last one. Now your feet are going to be about hip width distance apart, and we are going to twist. So pivot on that back foot, twist, then the other side. We want to make sure that we stand upright, which means we don't want to hinge forward. Stay upright, abdomen is tight. Shoulders back, think posture. Let's do one more each side. And then get right into that step touch. So we'll step to the right, then touch the left, step to the left, touch the right. You can pick it up or keep it slower, whatever you need. And when you are ready to add that upper body, we are going to bring the arms forward. One more each side. And then we can just march it out to the center. Pump the arms, march the knees. Alternate driving the heels forward. So the right knee and the left. Abdomen stays tight. Then you can chop the arms. One more each side. And now we'll stabilize on that left foot, a soft natural bend in that left knee. Heel and toe on right knee, heel and toe on the left. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Abdomen stays nice and tight. And switch to the other side. Soft bend in that left knee, pressing through the left heel, heel and toe on the right. And release. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 10 calf raises. Come up on the toes and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. We're going to come on down to the floor. Start on your back. I'm going to turn the music down a little. I don't know if it's too loud for you guys, but I think it's a little loud for me. So if you need to, you can turn the volume up on your device in which you're watching. Okay, come on down on your back. Starting off on your back, your knees will be bent, abdomen is tight, arms will come down long by your side. We are going to do a few pelvic tilts here. So we have a nice flat spine, then press the low back down to the floor, Press it down, squeeze. That pubic bone comes up towards your heart. Hold and release. We're going for 10. This is 2 and release. And 3. 4. 5. 6. Press that low back down and hold. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And release. Keeping a strong core. Arms will be long by your side. Shoulders are down. Try to get your shoulders down, blades down to the floor. Let's bring that right arm all the way up. Palm is in, all the way up and overhead. Make sure when you bring that arm overhead, you do not let the back arch. We want to keep a strong core. Hold that pelvic tilt and get that thumb as close to the floor as possible, depending on that range of motion. Try to keep a straight arm, then slowly bring that arm all the way back down to the floor. When that right pinky touches the floor, you can do the same thing on the left. Take your time. Notice one hand might be easier to touch the floor than the other. It's just that range of motion in the shoulder. Alternate here. Keep your core really tight so the only movement is the arm going overhead. We don't want any movement in the torso. Keep going. Keep going. I don't know what's going on with my setup today. I can't see. Arms overhead. I guess that's a little better. Oops. And when you are ready, you can release and pull both knees into your chest, hug the knees in, and rock side to side. Place your fingers on the knees, soft grip here, and we are going to circle the knees and hips in one direction. And the opposite direction. Make sure the fingertips are soft on the knees. And release the feet back down to the floor. Knees are bent, arms come out at shoulder height. Drop the knees to the right, head comes to the left. And then bring the knees to the left, head to the right. And slowly bring the knees to the opposite side, head to the opposite side, back and forth at your own pace. back to center. Extend both legs long, both arms are long, full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs are long, then pull that right knee in towards your chest and hug it in. From here, we are going to hug that knee, right knee in towards your right shoulder. And then we are going to circle that foot around the ankle in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Extend that leg long. Same thing on the left. So pull that left knee in. Left knee comes in towards that left shoulder. Squeeze it in. And then circle that left foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Extend that left leg long. Abdomen is tight, pelvic tilt. Flex that right foot. Pull the right toes towards your shin, then lift that right leg up as high as you can. Keep a straight leg. If you can come up all the way, great. Everybody's range of motion is different depending on how tight those hamstrings are. Then point your toes and come back down. Let that foot hover above the floor when you come back down. Then flex. This is 2. We are going for 10. And point. This is 3. Keep your core tight. 4. 5. 6. 7. Number 8. 2 more on this side. 9. Last one on this side. Then we will switch right away to the opposite side. Flex that left foot, bring that left leg up, and point the toes and come back down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more on the left. and release. You can bend both knees, open your feet wider than the hips, arms come out at shoulder height, drop the knees over to the right, head to the left, and then knees over to the left, head to the right. Back to center. Bring your feet back about hip width distance apart, pressing through both heels evenly, a strong pelvic tilt. We will go right up into your bridges. So lift the hips up, squeeze the butt at the top, then slowly lower down. That was 1. We are going for 10, please. 2. Make sure you maintain that pelvic tilt the whole time. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And number 10. You can release on down. Then cross that right ankle over your left knee, single leg bridges. So right ankle over left knee. From here, we are letting that right knee fall open to the right. That left foot is solid on the floor. You can spread your toes if you need to. Pelvic tilt, hips are square, so we're not rotating. Hips are square. Pelvic tilt, press that low back down. We're lifting the hips straight on up. Squeeze the butt at the top, then slowly lower down. 10 on this side. That's 2. 3. 4. Take your time, listen to your body. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. We have 1 more on this side. And we can release, uncross, same thing on the opposite side. So we'll take our left ankle, place it on top of right knee. Let that left knee fall open to the right, pressing through your right heel, but keep the toes down too. Hips are square, abdomen is tight. 10 single leg bridges on this side. Let's lift up, pause, and then slowly lower down. That's 1. 2. Take your time. 3. Focus on that pelvic tilt. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. That is 10. You can release, uncross. One last set of bridges, this time with a wide stance. Make sure the knees don't fall in or out. We want the knees in the same distance apart as the ankles. Pressing down, low back down towards the floor, pelvic tilt. Lift up and squeeze the butt. Make sure the knees don't fall in at the top. And down, that's 1. We are going for our last 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's 9. One more. And that's 10. You can finally pull both knees in towards your chest. Just rock side to side. Take a second here. Relax. From here, we are going to roll over to your left side. For your clamshells, please, only 10. So on the left, hips are square, knees are stacked, ankles are stacked, abdomen is tight. Now make sure we don't roll back or roll forward. We want those shoulders square forward, belly button to spine, and we are lifting that right knee up and back on down. That's 1. 2, slow and controlled. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. That's 10. Extend both legs long, flex the feet. We're going to go into those lateral leg lifts on the right. From here, the hips stay square, shoulders are square. Bring your right foot back a little bit and then press the heel up towards the ceiling. And we are lifting straight up, squeeze the butt and back down. That's 1. We are going for 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Release and take your time. Roll over to the opposite side. We will go back to your clamshells. This time we'll be on the right. So 10 clamshells. On your side, let's focus on form. Hips are square, shoulders are square, abdomen is tight. Knees are stacked, ankles are stacked, and we'll lift that left knee up and bring it back down. That's 1. Nice and slow and controlled. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. And release, extend both legs long. That lateral leg lift here on the left now. So again, we're going to bring that leg back a little, toes down, heel up, and 1, 2, 3, squeeze the butt, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. You can release, and we are going to roll forward and push back into child's pose. So child's pose, hips over heels, walk those hands forward. Relax here for a second. You can see I have my timer. We are going through our sequence. 30 seconds per exercise. We will start off with that plank. So we are starting off with your high plank. Wrist will be in line with your shoulder. Then you're going to step one leg back, then the other, and hold. 30 seconds. Let's begin. So we want to make sure that the shoulders are down. We're squeezing the lats. We don't want the butt in the air. We want to tuck the tail, think pelvic tilt. Again, wrist is in line with shoulder, belly button to spine. Make sure you are breathing. We want a nice flat back. We have 5 more seconds to go. And you can release. Push on back into child's pose. And we are going to come on down on your stomach. Alternating Supermen, so arms will be long, legs will be long. Shoulders square, hips are square. The hips stay down on the floor, and we will alternate lifting up right arm with that left leg. Again, everything is square, we are not rotating. Then down, then the opposite side. And down. We have 30 seconds here. Let's begin. Take your time. I'd like you to pause at the top, which means we will not get very many of these in. But that is okay. Keep squeezing. Hips are always attached to the floor and are always square. And the shoulders are always square. And you can release. Push back into child's pose, butt back over heels. From here, we are coming back up to that tabletop position. Hands and knees, a static hold, bird dog. So tuck the toes, knees in line with hips, wrist in line with shoulders. So make sure the hands aren't too far back. The distance between the wrist and knee is the same distance between the shoulder to the hip. Nice square body, core is tight. Right arm forward, palm is in, left leg long. Flex the foot, 30 seconds, and hold. So right hand is palm face in, thumb is up towards the ceiling. That arm is long. Shoulders are square. Your left wrist is in line with the left shoulder. Your hips are square. Your left leg is long. Flex that left foot. Press out through the heel. The left leg is straight. And release. Same thing on the opposite side, and I will tell you the form coming backwards. So left arm forward, right leg back, and let's hold. So the right foot is flexed, right leg is long, nice and straight. Make sure there's no bend in the knee. Hips are square. Left knee is bent, left toes are tucked. Hips are square, I said that already. Shoulders are square, back is flat. Right wrist is in line with your right shoulder. Left arm is long, and your left thumb is up towards the ceiling, palm face in. That's 30 seconds. You can release. Push back into child's pose. So from here, we are going to go through all of those exercises one more time with little variations. So we are going to start with your plank, this time a low plank. So on your forearms, elbow will be in line with shoulder. 30 seconds. Everybody up and hold. So same form, back is flat. We step one leg back. Elbows are in line with your shoulders. Forearms are parallel. Tuck the tail. Hips and shoulders are square. Make sure you are breathing. We have 10 seconds. And release. Push on back into child's pose. From here, we are going to come down into that alternating Superman again. So two choices. You can stay with that alternating Superman, or we can lift both arms and both legs up. I will show you. So 30 seconds, you can do a combination of the two. Let's begin. So either alternate the arm and the leg, or bring both arms and both legs up and down. Your choice, same form. Hips and shoulders are square. Hips always remain on the floor. Belly button to spine. You want to squeeze everything up at the top, the whole back side of the body, and release. You can push back into child's pose. And last one on the floor, we are coming back to that bird dog. This time you can stay with that static hold bird dog, or we can get right into your dynamic bird dog, whatever is appropriate for you. So wrist in line with shoulders, abdomen is tight. We'll start off right arm forward, left leg back, 30 seconds, let's hold. So hold first, make sure you are in that perfect form. Then if you choose to do so, you can drive the elbow and knee into center and then extend long. Right elbow comes back towards left knee comes up towards left elbow. Take your time. And release. Opposite side right away. Let's begin. Hold first, left arm forward, right leg back. And if you choose to do that dynamic bird dog, you can add the moving parts. Knee and elbow come towards the center. Straight back and straight forward. And release. Push back into child's pose. And when you are ready, take your time, make your way back up to standing. Come back up to your feet, grab some water. Still trying to get my setup right. Grab some water. We will need a chair or bench. So grab that chair or bench. And we are going to start off with your sit to stands. So you can start seated. Sit on the edge of your chair. So we don't want to be back. We want to scooch the butt forward at that edge of the chair. Your feet are wider than hip width distance apart. Your toes can turn out slightly, but if the toes are turned out, make sure the knees aren't in. We want to make sure that the knees always go in the direction of the toes. So from here, keeping your chest up, pressing through the heels, you are going to stand on up, push the hips forward, and then push the butt back, come down. We're going for 10. So that was 1. Let's go for 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Now we are going to go right into your good morning. So hands will be up. Make sure the elbows don't come in. We want to keep the elbows wide. Keeping the elbows wide keeps the shoulders back. Abdomen is tight. Feet are about fist width distance apart. Now from here, you're pushing your butt back. So the butt will be farther back than the ankles. Back is nice and flat, so make sure we're not rounding. Chest is up. And then hips come forward, so push the hips forward and chest is up. So bow, butt back, flat back, push the hips forward and come up, squeeze the butt. We're going for 10, that was 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We are going to go through that one more time. So sit back on down. Let's shoot for another 10. Sit to stance. So again, find that position. Adjust the feet. Chest stays up. Shoulders down and back. And stand up. And down. That's 3. 4. 5. Press through the heels, but keep the toes down. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one, that's 10. When you finish your 10, we are going to go back into 10 good mornings. This time we are going to alternate tapping a quad. So arms are going to be up. We're going to hinge at the waist, butt goes back, then take one hand down and either hit the quad, knee, calf, but make sure your back stays flat. So it's the opposite. And up, then back down, opposite, and up. That's 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 10. You can release. We are going to move the chair out of the way. We have 10 more calf raises. So just like we did in the warm-up in the beginning, we're going to get back into 10 calf raises. So come up on the toes and down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, and 10. You can release, and we're going to get right into those shoulder rolls, big shoulder circles. Again, just like the warm up, try to get a little bit more range of motion now. One more like this, then we'll get into those big arm circles. Notice your range of motion now. How's your body feeling? One more each side. Then bring your arms out at shoulder height, palms up towards the ceiling. Look up, push your thumbs back, open that chest up. Relax that right arm down, left arm is long, left shoulder is down. Bring that left arm across the body. Then take that right arm underneath and pull it in. Make sure that shoulder is down. Release, other side. Right arm is long, drop the right shoulder, bring the right arm across, take the left arm underneath and pull it on in. And release. So we're going to stand nice and tall, soft bend in the knee, pressing through both heels evenly, hips are square, shoulders down. The lower half of your body does not move. So I'm going to have you take your left hand overhead, right arm underneath. And then we are going to lean towards your right, but we're not shifting. We're still staying square through the hips and we're just stretching those obliques. The other side. And release. Roll the shoulders back again. Then we are going to come on down into that child's pose again. So back into that child's pose, down on the mat. Take your time, push your hips back over your heels. Walk your hands far in front of you, as far as you can go, with your butt down on the heels. So I don't want you to reach farther and lift the butt up. Keep the butt down. Try to get the chest down towards the floor. Then walk your hands over to the left. Keep your butt down on the floor and press that right hand firmly down on the ground. And the other side, hands to the right, butt stays down. And back to center. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Cat, cow, arch and sway. We want to go slow and get as much flexion in the spine that we can. And release, come on down flat on your stomach. On your stomach, your head can rest on your right hand and reach for that left ankle. Pull the left heel towards your butt for your quadricep stretch. Again, if you need to, you can always grab it on the side. You can stay on the side, or once you get it on the side, you can roll forward. And release, other side. And release, roll over to your back. When you are on your back, you can extend both legs long, both arms long, reach in opposite directions. Then pull your right knee in towards your chest, hug the right knee in. And then hamstring stretch, extend that foot up towards the ceiling, pull back on that straight leg, flex your right foot. And release. Extend that leg long, same thing on the left. Pull the left knee in first. And then kick that left foot up towards the ceiling. Pull back on that straight left leg. Hamstring stretch on this side. And release, bend both knees. Arms out at shoulder height, drop the knees over to the right, head comes to the left and hold. And knees to the left, head to the right, and hold. Back to center. From here, we are going to cross our right ankle over left knee. Let that right knee fall open to the right. Then reach behind your left knee and pull the left knee in towards your chest. And release. Uncross, same thing on the opposite side. So take that left ankle on top of right knee. Let the left knee fall open to the left. Then reach behind the right knee and pull the right knee in. And release. You can sit up and extend both legs long. Hands can stay behind you. Legs are long, knees are straight. Then walk your hands a little bit forward. Hopefully you can reach a little bit more in front of you. Lead with your chest as you come down towards your flexed feet. Try to reach towards your toes. And release. You can sit however you are comfortable on the floor, or if you prefer to stand, come up towards the, you can come up to standing. Relax the arms down, shoulders down. Then take your head and look to your right. Drop your chin. Then head to the left, drop your chin. Release, back to center. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job today, everybody.